Итак, всем привет! С вами снова Веня, и как вы могли заметить по очередному выпуску Mass Effect 2, с Детройтом у меня по-прежнему все не клеится, как бы Epic Games, идите сами знаете куда, и у меня уже просто абсолютно нет сил бороться с записью, вот с этим всем, я задолбалась, я просрала кучу времени сегодня, пытаясь это все записать, и, короче, пошло оно все. Полетели куда-нибудь, ну, например, на Тучанку, наверное. Да, пусть будет Тучанка. Будем растить сыночку нашего Гранта. Самое главное, это не лететь на систему свой-чужой. Так, вот, Кроганская, ДМЗ или ДМ3, я так и не поняла, если честно, годы сидения в Mass Effect. Так, больше всего меня умиляет вот та система с названием драник. Это как бы почти как белорусский драник. Ну ладно. Самый прикол, конечно, это был бы притащить Мордина прямо вот прямо к трону, прямо вот в это кроганское логово. Но я очень часто таскаю Гаруса навстречу с товарищем. Ну ладно, пусть у нас Грант и Гарус. Гарус как старый знакомый, над которым Рекс постебется обязательно. Ну а Грант, сыночка, он должен быть здесь. Все. Что тут у него? Какая катана? Вы чё? Какая катана? У тебя есть кроганский дробовик. Ты чё тут все перестраиваешь, Масыч? Да, конечно, выглядит как жесть. Такой резкий контраст с тем, что мы видим в тройке, когда летаем на Тучанку, вот, искать лекарства от генофага и как бы даже находим там какую-то зелень. И это очень круто. Чё?
If you're looking for work, you're shouting down the wrong hole. The blood pack.
У меня есть Кроган. Короче, вот тут вот должны стоять чуваки. Если мы помогаем там одному Крогану на Илиуме, он будет какие-то дурацкие стихи писать.
The clan leader wants to speak with you. Keep your running pet on a short leash. Get him the right soon or put him down.
Опа.
You know what's wrong with him? What he needs?
There's nothing wrong with him. Just go speak to the clan leader.
Я, собственно, это и собиралась сделать. Что мне тут? Было бы на что любоваться, как говорится. Ну да, ну да. Гарус, не слушай.
I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout. Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the
У них
local
они
clan
вообще существуют ли?
No, I was off dealing with a Baron attempt. What?
You don't want anything I sell, human. It'll tear your insides like you swallowed knives.
Так, я знаю, что там.
Greetings, human. My name is Ratch. Have a look at what I've got.
Можно
Everyone I talk to
помочь
hates that
ему
aliens
будет.
are an Erdnot. Except you.
I don't have the luxury of turning away paying customers. I do enough business off-world to know that you aliens have more credits than people here
Ну,
do.
логично, судя по...
What do you have in stock?
Most of it's food and drink that's toxic to humans. Ringcall's a local
И
favorite.
кому ты собрался их
Don't try to act
продавать
tough and
тогда?
tear your insides apart. He's not joking.
Ringcall hits aliens like ground
Ты-то откуда
glass.
знаешь? Ты вообще у меня на
Otherwise, I've got
корабле сидишь.
weapons, scrap, and whatever food those pie jocks don't steal, which isn't much. Take a look at my kiosk over there if you want to buy something.
Давай мне про этих
What the hell
обезьян.
is a piejack?
Off-world vermin. Humans say they're like monkeys. They come in and steal food.
А Ринкол-то им
whatever
зачем?
they can get their talons on.
Обезьянам.
We started using the mounted defense cannons to stop them.
Why'd you call the piejacks off-world vermin?
An alien trader landed here a few years back.
А,
He had goods he
летание.
salvaged
Ну
from
да,
some
ну да.
place called Elitania. Said they were stowaways. They swarmed off a ship and started stealing food and shitting everywhere.
I can't imagine you let him walk away after that.
Not a chance. One ball of pie jock dung nailed the leader of Clan Forsan across the forehead. That's apparently grounds for execution.
I'm a good
Доброта.
shot. Maybe I can help out with the piejacks.
Feel free. You can use the console out there to control the guns. Make a dent in the pie jock population.
С радостью займусь
You get a discount.
с этим, но, возможно,
Good luck
позже
with
уже.
I should
После
go.
Suit
Илиума и
yourself.
всего там остального.
Probably 5 years from the right. Yeah, my eyes.
Think you actually had a fertile female on one of your trips to their...
This is the great Krogan homeworld. This is the land of Kredok, Shiagar, and
Ну да,
Vio.
такой себе.
This chunk of rock is barely worth standing on. Never thought I'd miss the tank.
Ну реально выглядит, конечно, очень стрёмно.
Watch it, human!
Что ты орёшь-то на меня?
At first I thought it was a waste of ammunition just to kill incoming vermin. Now, I think if these Urdnot can pinpoint such small mammals with these guns, they'll make short work of an incoming invasion force.
Как бы сказал Рекс, боишься? Правильно боишься.
What do you want, human? Rex told me to be polite. He didn't say you were going to talk to me.
Ну давай ты
So
мне
you're in
так пока.
charge of Urdnot scouts. Why waste your time shooting at vermin?
Ammunition is the one thing we're not hurting for on Tachanka. As scout commander, I have to set an example. Plus, the little bastards get into food supplies if their numbers get too high. Can't have that.
You see a lot of action around here?
Enough. Varen here and there, and snakes in any of the water safe enough to drink.
Отличная
Rex has
планета.
made ceasefire agreements with some of the clans, but I still have to patrol, keep them honest.
What does the scout commander do?
We find out where the enemies are, and we make them think that there are too many of us to screw with. Sometimes that means harassing the perimeter, taking out a generator or two. Other times, we play hide and seek. We leave lots of tracks, exaggerate our numbers.
That's not recon, that's sabotage.
It's a lot easier to count their numbers once you blow some of them up. Everyone knows where Urdnot is, human. It's not like we can hide.
Don't your storehouses have automated defenses?
Why bother? Half of what we eat is vermin. And if we get hold of defense systems, we don't use them to guard grain. We got weapons stockpiles to take care of. Beyond that, our women and children get the security.
Your
Австралия.
enemies go after civilians?
Easiest way to wipe out a clan. Women and kids can fight, but they're always outnumbered if another clan goes after them. If its women and children are killed, a clan's hope for the future is lost. It falls apart. We don't do that, though. Rex's orders. Even if it costs us a battle, we don't fire on non-combatants.
Блин,
Thanks for the information.
Whatever. What do you want, human? You're crowding my
давайте
hump.
мне.
I'm looking for a
Соррян.
Solarian. The Blood Pack captured him and he was
Господи,
last
что там
seen around here.
С тенями.
I heard about that Solarian. Poor bastard. If it's Blood Pack, then Clan Werelock has
Мне
him.
немного
Sent one of my
неловко.
scouts to check it
Сейчас на
out, but
самом
he
деле
never
про Австралию
reported back.
шутить, учитывая,
Guess they got him
что за
too.
жизнь там.
Chief told me to give you
происходит.
one of the trucks. Just follow the highway to Werelock's base if you've got the quads to deal with him in the Blood Pack.
What can you tell me about Clan Werelock's
Мы
base?
пока не
Last I
поедем.
heard, the clan was holed up in an old hospital. I haven't seen it though. I've only seen Clan
Ну,
Werelock
логично
from a
сначала
distance.
будет
If
помочь.
I'd gotten closer, I'd have taken a shot. You get
Ой.
inside though, bring a big
Гранту.
gun. Werelock's base is crawling with Blood Pack.
Doesn't sound too defensible. Why'd they hole up there?
Any hospital on Tachanka has to be built well enough to withstand a bunch of enraged Krogan. When an injury forces us to switch over to secondary organs, things get messy. Higher thought processes don't always transition properly. Blood rage, they call it.
What's Clan Werlock's reputation? And how are they involved with the Blood Pack?
Tough humps, and they're not friendly like we are. You ever run into the Blood Pack? Mercenary gang.
Ну.
Clan Werlock started it. One of the only gangs with an off-world presence.
Ну, конечно.
They're fanatics, totally devoted to Werlock Guld.
Вон сколько
Whatever
их
they
на
did
этом.
with your Solarian, Guld's behind it.
But the Blood Pack has non-Krogan members like Vorcha.
Ha! The Vorcha. They're just like the Varen, only they can use guns and don't crap on the floor as often. The Krogan are the only real members of the Blood Pack. Anyone else is just there to soak enemy fire.
What makes Guld so special?
He's got 2 children.
На Омеге
One of
их
them is a
дохрена было.
girl. Some people think he's got a destiny. Not me. I had a cousin who won 20 consecutive games of Quasar. Lucky bastard. I'd ask my cousin for a loan, but I wouldn't swear allegiance to him. Luck. That's all it is. Same for Guld.
Thanks for the information.
Ой,
Anything that gets rid of the damn off-worlders. You
красиво
can take
там.
the truck over there.
Подожди.
You need anything else?
Talk to you later.
Ладно, пофиг.
Eyes straight ahead.
Да не ори ты, а. Уже достал, честно
Give me a
слово.
reason.
Отвали.
Don't touch anything.
Да не собирайся ничего
I
трогать.
look
чё?
like I have time
Ты
to
злый.
talk. I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold.
Да не
They say it
грузовики
got
мощные.
shot up in the field.
Как
You
танки
tell
прям.
me, how can you expect a Tomka to run
Понятия
without a
не имею, я
combustion
же не
manifold?
механик.
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians and make them do the hard work?
Кто вас знает?
Not anymore, we don't.
Ох, сейчас стали-то бы.
Any idea where I could find a combustion manifold?
Yeah, I can make one. Give me 3 days and a barrel of Ringcall. The one they lost is probably still out in the field. It's too much to expect them to collect it and bring the damn thing back.
I'm going out in the field. If I see a combustion manifold, I'll bring it back with me.
Ну как бы.
If you did, it would save me a lot of work. Maybe bring back my sunny disposition.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
Да, очень недружелюбные, но я все равно их люблю.
Should you be in here?
Нет?
Who are you?
I am Fortak, Lord High Researcher in matters scientific for Clan Erdnot, and I don't have time to answer your inane questions.
I won't take up much of your
Ну ты
valuable
еще, блин,
time.
представься,
My
как
work is very important, human.
Дейенерис
Of course it is.
бурерожденная там.
I'm just curious. I'd heard a lot about the genius
Королева
of
андалов,
Krogan
первых
science.
людей.
Oh, finally, someone understands. I swear, I am among brainless pyjaks and toiling among savages. I am the Lord High Researcher.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to be a scientist. I designed weapons. Now my genius is wasted on frivolous things. Things that don't explode.
Еще я
My
вспомнила
predecessor said no one would
эту...
understand the true worth of my work. As I pulled my blade from his chest, I knew he was telling the truth.
Not exactly what I would call effective academic peer
Нико
review.
Гольдштейн-то
I
из
don't care what you
ДНК-5.
call it. We value the will to use what we create, not just the ability to create it. We don't count success until the ground shakes in response.
You must be working on something important.
I was building the biggest, best defensive ordnance yet. A real ground pounder. But the new clan leader wastes my time with frivolous research. Crop genetics, medicinal improvements. You
А
can buy that
зачем вам
stuff from
быть
the
зависимыми
Solarians.
от
The
соларианцев?
Solarians? The designers of the genophage.
Вот именно.
Yeah, what else can the Solarians do to us at this point? It's not like they can make us even more infertile. Actually, wait, forget I said anything.
Ха, застремался.
Sounds like the new clan leader has some very different ideas on how to lead the Krogan.
If you want to know more, talk to him directly. He's my leader. I'll not say anything else
Боится
about it.
его.
Enjoy your research.
Yes, move along.
Так, ну, он мне скидку все равно не... Блин, ты чё, мужик, у тебя чё все такое дорогое-то? Не, знаешь, иди-ка ты нафиг. Потом к тебе зайду. Может, подешевеет.
Step back. My Varen is hungry.
Варен девочка, прикольно.
Hold it. You must wait till the clan leader summons you.
Ладно, ладно, подожду.
In talks.
You know what tradition demands. Clan Erdnot must respond.
Блин, жалко, у него
Forms
доспехи
will
не
not go
красные.
unopposed. You risk appearing weak at a critical time.
Shepard.
Good enough?
Пошли все вон отсюда.
Out of my... Shepard. My friend. You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the void couldn't hold you.
Looks like helping me destroy Sorryan and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
You made the rise of Erdnot possible. Vermeer was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it.
Косится, косится, косится.
Destroying Saren genophage cure freed us from his manipulation. I used that to spur the clans to unify under Erdnot.
You abandoned many traditions to get your way. Dangerous.
Weak one spoken to, Uvenk. I'll drag your clan to glory whether it likes it or not. Now, Shepard, what brings you here? How's the Normandy?
Увы,
Destroyed in a collector surprise attack. I ended up spaced.
теперь у нас другая.
Well, you look good. Ah, the benefits of a redundant nervous system.
Yeah, humans don't have that.
Oh, it must have been painful then. But you're standing here, and you've got a strong new ship. Takes me back to the old days. Us against the unknown, killing it with big guns. Good times.
Давай расскажу. Расскажи мне.
Sounds like you've got big changes ahead for the Krogan.
We are making a neutral ground where all clans are welcome. Fertile females can be shared among clans. We will strengthen the race as a whole.
You threaten everything that makes us strong. It will not last.
Maybe. Until then, you're lucky to be a part of it.
То тебе не так, блин.
What do the women of Clan Erdnot think about this plan?
It was our female clan leader's idea. The neutral area is safe,
В принципе, для
and it
выживания,
encourages more
вероятно, да, к
female clans
сожалению.
to ally with
Но это
us.
мерзко.
Attacks on Erdnot now endanger the females of all clans. Even clans that want to see me dead will defend Clan Erdnot.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans in one place?
Any clan willing to send in hostages can come in. No fighting inside the camp. Each clan punishes its own criminals. We stop conflicts before anyone
Ну,
dies.
если не считать
Then we present a
дракой,
simple
дружественные
choice.
приветствия.
Pay a fine and deal with your problems, or your clan is no longer welcome.
That doesn't sound very harsh by Krogan standards.
Allies from other clans like what I'm doing. They help deal with skeptics. Many are eager for an outlet. Every time I've declared a clan unwelcome, my allies have destroyed them. Word gets around.
Ну, вот интересно просто, что он по этому поводу думает, потому что многие считают, что типа, зачем о слабых заботиться,
What's so important
естественно,
about
отбор и
maintaining
все такое.
individual clans?
Every clan has different customs, rites of passage, rules of behavior, battle songs, all unique. That diversity makes us great. No clan, not even mine, was meant to survive on its own.
Хоть кто-то так
Erdnot is
считает.
the leading clan.
Путину
Doesn't that
это
make your culture
включите.
primary?
For now. But every clan has its unique assets. The best tacticians are Erdnot. Chorgal has the longest breeding line. Gatatog holds the oldest settlement. Others have their own strengths. We keep going how we are. The clans will end up as craters under nuclear haze. Even Erdnot. We need to rethink. Restart.
Какой мудрый.
This sounds ambitious. How's it gone so far?
Better than I'd feared. Worse than I'd hoped.
It can't continue. You are going against what makes us strong.
Ты угомонишься уже
Sounds like
или
you're
нет?
not making friends.
Traditionalists like Uvenk are chained therein, always fighting, guiding their pathetic stick in the ground. When the smoke clears, I can plant the flag on their corpses and rally the rest around a new Krogan hub.
Sounds like you're counting on a lot of bloodshed even after you
Ну, это ж
unite.
Кроганы.
It will be slow, but I won't change what we are. Krogan are judged by the strength of our enemies. Our worst insult is to say someone's not worth killing.
Ха.
I hope that
Интересно.
works well for your people. But back to the reason I'm here.
We don't often allow aliens to do business on Tuchanka, but you're an exception.
I'm looking for a Solarian. He was captured by the Blood Pack and brought here.
My scout commander can direct you. He's probably near the perimeter running
Ну, я,
target
в принципе,
practice.
уже поговорила с ним.
Don't take too much of his time. I need a constant watch on the other clans.
Давай про моего сына давай.
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
Where are you from, whelp? Was your clan destroyed before you could learn what is expected of you?
I have no clan. I was tank bred by Warlord Okir. My line distilled from Kredok, Moro, Shiagar.
You recite warlords, but you are the offspring of a syringe.
I am Pure Krogan. You should be in awe.
Here's a very old name. A very hated name.
He is dead.
Of course. You're with Shepard. How could he be alive?
I need Grunt back up to speed. What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. He's becoming a full adult.
Adolescence? Can't we just take him to Omega and buy him a few dances?
I don't care what aliens call it. Krogan
Гарус,
go
как
the
всегда,
rite of
блин.
passage.
Too far, Rex. Your clan may rule, but this thing is not Krogan.
Слышь ты,
Idiot.
пый.
So, Grunt, do you wish to stand with Erdnot?
What does the rite of passage require?
Not for me to say, Shepard. The shaman will discuss that.
You'll let a tank-bred Krogan join Clan Erdnot?
Only because he's with you. After all, you and I killed thousands like him.
Вот так-то да.
Not quite as big, but many. Clan Erdnot is strong, and the others will do as I say. They see the benefit of my vision.
What happens if he doesn't do this rite of passage?
If he was left here, he would be killed. The clanless are not respected. A tank bred, probably more so. His disposition is what it is, right or no. That's just him being a Krogan. Okir didn't tell you that in the tank. Did he, boy?
Did he, boy?
This is his choice.
Ух,
It
какой.
is in my blood. It is what I am for.
Good boy. Speak with the shaman. He's over
Хороший
on the
мальчик,
second level.
хороший песик.
Give him a good show and he'll set you on the path. You too, Shepard. How many times have you stepped in a mess for your
Да я уже
crew?
привыкла, Рекс, господи.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Pharaohs and Ilos.
Да вполне себе тихо.
You see that
Крайне
special
мере
they had
здесь.
on the extranet? That crap rots your brain.
Хватит сидеть перед телеком, да?
I'll tear you apart.
You don't have the plates.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for bionics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman...
Don't crowd the ambassador.
Turn back,
Просто поговорю.
I may be an ambassador among my people, but that doesn't mean I have to speak to the likes of you. don't think that carrying this whelp of a Krogan makes you worth my time.
Что, зубы фиолетовые, что
Leave
ли?
now before my guards decide to eject you.
Попробуй.
You seem like a well-traveled Krogan ambassador.
I am.
Then you must know who I am. And you have to be aware that bad things happen to those who oppose me.
Stand down, men. I'm starting to like this human. I am the ambassador to Urdnot from Clan
Шепот, как
Nakmo.
обычно.
We're a small clan based in the Kratic Wastes.
If Knockmore is a small clan, how do you keep the more powerful clans from destroying you?
We are the clan of the great warlord Knockmore Crawl, who faced down platoons of Turians and won. Most clans lend us the respect our ancestor is due.
What business does Clan Knockmore have with the Urdnot?
Clan leader Rex requested that I come. He and Clan Knockmore have been in talks about a more permanent alliance. With our help, Urdnot could rally others behind its banner and truly unite Tuchanka, and we would gain the chance to
Можно
fight in
драться,
larger
остановите свою
battles
планету-то
with greater
дурацкую, а?
plunder.
I thought all Krogan want to be warriors. What makes a Krogan become an ambassador?
You don't know as much as you think, human. A Krogan diplomat has to represent the strength of his people, or his clan appears ripe for conquest. I slaughtered my way to the top of my
Молодец,
clan, human.
молодец.
I speak with the authority of a warrior.
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
Конечно, ждут. На тот, ты
Watch
кто?
it, human.
Go away. The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
И женщин, главное, всех только в тройке показывают.
You go beyond yourself, Gatatog Uvank. The rights of Urdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic.
Ну так
Ain't
вот,
no blood, no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case. I'll speak for myself. This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
Urdnot Rex has given us permission to seek clan status for Grunt.
Permission. That is good enough, if lacking in spirit. If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My Krantz stands against him. He has no one. My patience is tested, but Uvank invokes correctly. Grunt, who is your Krant?
я стою
Your
перед
allies
тобой.
willing to kill and die on your behalf.
We stand with Grunt as shipmates and comrades.
Shipmates are not the same thing. But I grant you aliens your simple interpretation. Aliens don't know strength. My followers are true Krogan.
Я хочу врезать ему.
Everything about Grunt
Очень
is a
сильно
lie.
хочу ему врезать. Вот, получи. Не беси меня.
You dare.
Ай, да.
I like this human. She understands. I withdraw my denial. This will be decided
Тоже зубы
elsewhere.
фиолетовые. Ой, ой, ой.
You have provoked them. Reason enough for me to like you. They're your problem now.
Do we need any special equipment?
To begin the rite, only the candidate and his Krant are required. You love battle, don't you, Shepard? The last gasp of a dying opponent.
Нет, ну
Bring
что
your
делать?
love of the fight to Grunt's trial, and he will succeed.
Is that Krogan gonna be a problem?
He is forbidden to interfere, will he? During the rite of passage, you must be ready for anything, Shepard.
Да, все
From what
будет
you've
четко.
shown me, you will not disappoint.
Опять Слава передо мной
We've
бежит
waited long
вперед
enough.
меня вот так.
Tell us how
просто.
this works.
Still your impatience, Shepard. For now, know that Grunt will be tested, and that you must adapt.
Окей.
We're ready. Let's do this.
Excellent.
Ладно, пойдемте драться. Чё? Не то, чтоб я сильно хотела, но... Ради своего сына все что угодно. Почему здесь нет варианта ответа, ну, там, не команды, там, не капитана? Чё? Так, ну... Ну что ж. Чё у него? Ой, господи. Чё у Гранта у нас? Моя оборона. Я думаю, логичнее всего будет добавить Миранду, потому что у нее есть и биотика, и и техника. Поэтому, да. Давайте не будем бесить Кроганов еще больше, посылая как Гранта Гаруса. Ой, они так злые, капец. Короче, так, почему здесь нет варианта вот вместо команды, там с такой вариант. Это мой сын, это мой мальчик, мой кроганский сын. Я буду за него драться вообще всеми частями тела, руками, ногами, оружием.
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan.
О, солнце.
If you wish to join Clan Urdnot, you must contemplate the keystone and its trial.
Понимать
What will
его не
happen? Who
обязательно.
knows? You must adapt. You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will.
Так, ты подожди.
Let's get started, Shepard.
Подожди.
Hit the keystone.
Это тоже важно, потому что бабло побеждает зло.
Hit the keystone.
Подожди. Сейчас я все бабки соберу. Так. Как-то сложно все. Все, 3300 и 3600. Тебе же, блин, тоже это пригодится. Ну да, покорили печанку. Невозможно, по-моему, покорить. Ладно. Хорошо. А, блин, бабки-то. Ну, варена эта фигня. Варена эта фигня.
Enemy down.
These beasts will know I'm worthy.
Здесь есть еще трупы? Просто пробежаться чисто. Собрать все бабки. Да, я слышу, как они воют. Здрасте, умрите. Так, все. Нет, нет, вот еще трупчик.
They'll all die.
One left.
Worthless.
Смех Гранта просто бесценен. Давайте, пускайте быстрее. Могли бы всех сразу выпустить, мне как бы вообще пофиг. Я этих псин сутулых не боюсь. На подлете можно.
will know I'm worthy.
Так, значит, платина.
Enemy down.
Что там дальше, я не знаю.
Then the Krogan were lifted to the stars to destroy the fears of a galaxy. An enemy only we could chase to their lair.
Crawlers, come to your death.
Ой, блин. Что это? Да, улетел. Блин. Я ненавижу этих тварей. Пожалуйста, быстрее. Терпеть не могу этих тварей. Ой, мамочки. Они опять здесь. Терпеть их не могу. Особенно... Все папа такая. Тебя бы пристрелить. Короче, там один какой-то где-то уровень был. Замерзни умер. Подойдешь, блин. Пожалуйста. Сейчас бы гранаты приземлились, Я никак все не могу угомониться. Сюда лети чудовище. Я бы крепить. Так, все?
Now, all Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Feel that? Everything is shaking.
Этот что ли? Ой. Что за тентакля?
Watch right.
Ух, оно. Главное, под эту херню не попадать.
This will put them down.
Так, да, ну, черт.
Yeah, right on your ass.
My shield.
Ой, зараза. Блин, вот сразу. Могуче. Где? Можно я заныкаюсь Блин. Быстро, зараза. Давай. Четко было. Да, ты посмотри, ведь достал. Пес. Главное, смотрите, как четко шмаляет. Да ты посмотри. Став? Очень долго восстанавливаются щиты. Если вот такие вот хрени. Да. Ты посмотри, что творит. Ой. Ну, куда пополз? А что, 3 минуты прошли, что ли?
We have company. Good.
Мы убили или нет?
And who brought down the Thresher Maw.
Да.
No one has done that in generations.
Я думал, вы не успели.
Rex was the last. My crat gave me strength beyond my genes, which are damn good. This will cause discussion. I wonder. You say you are pure, no alien meddling in your construction, just the warlord Okir.
The best Krogan traits are distilled into Grunt. He's designed to be perfect.
Being designed is the problem, but not made by aliens. And he is truly powerful. That is a tolerable loophole. A what? A reason to accept you. You are a mistake, but your potential could tip the current balance of the clans.
You spit on my father's name, on Shepard's name, but now you stop ranting because I'm strong.
With restrictions. You could not breed, of course, or serve on an alien ship.
Ты тут еще будешь?
Clan and name.
You talk like he's a thing. You're after his power. You don't really want him in your clan.
Of course not. I didn't really want to cooperate with Clan Urdnot either.
Ну и ты нарываешься. Кто тебе вообще дал право решать?
I get traditional support if I fight you, and reformer support if I back you. Your rite of passage tipped that balance too.
It's your choice, Grunt. Sounds like an easy job.
That's the problem. I'm Pure Krogan. Ulvik, you were the pretender.
Your head is valuable whether you're alive or dead.
Попробуй.
Just try to take it.
Попробуй. Я тебя порву за сына.
We've been spotted.
Где это тупый? Я просто хочу собрать все, что здесь только возможно собрать на этой дурацкой планете. Просто сгори уже. Все, отвали от меня.
Ulvik is meat. Let's signal at the keystone to get out of here and leave him to rot.
А, да. Да, блин. Сыночка, справился. 42 минуты, блин. Интересно, мы успеем пройти? Все остальное. Мы крутые.
Your names shall live in glory. Grunt, you are Urdnot. We now own property. Join the army and apply to serve under a battle master.
Shepard is my battle master. She has no match.
Understood. Congratulations, Urdnot Grunt. Accept this token from Fortak. His weapons are the finest we have.
Хорошо, давай еще быстренько побазарим.
Tell me about Krogan rites and ceremonies.
You have seen the rite of passage. Krogan suffer the rite of life at birth, and the rite of honor when they wish to be considered for breeding. The rite of firsts is suffered before a Krogan faces a new enemy. A clan leader also undergoes many rites in service to the clan.
What rites did you go through to become Chief Shaman?
Becoming the shaman is excruciating. I passed through rites that made me wish to die. I carry the scars on my soul. I must perform rites each dawn and dusk to keep me bound into our Krogan nature. Our spirit is one of violence and death. I must be attuned to that.
Your job is awful.
Indeed.
I want to know about Tuchanka's past.
Tuchanka is a place of great gifts. It kills the weak, torments the slow, and destroys the stupid. Survival is an honor, and here, Krogan thrive. We cover this planet with our civilization, only to burn it to the ground a dozen times over. Each time we grow stronger. When we are wise and powerful enough, we will tame the planet forever.
Кажется, странный товарищ. Учитывая, что у вас цивилизация полное говно.
The Krogan empires and clans of the past were glorious, built in great battles and conquests, but their cores were weak. How else could they have fallen? When Krogan civilization achieves its apex, there will be no stopping it, no stopping us.
What were you called before you became shaman?
I gave up my name when I became the shaman. I am a conduit for the rage and bloodlust of my people. It would be wrong to retain my old identity. My life belongs to the clan.
I should go.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
This looks interesting.
Так, все, брат ушел в клан Нот, обрел душевный покой. Социальной адаптации Кроганов в клане Нот будет установлено наблюдение. Ой, блин, Цербер, отвали ты ради всего самого святого.
I may be young, but I relay the wishes of the females. That's important.
Don't you again. What can Clan Knockmore do for you?
I should go.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Я думал, вдруг он что-нибудь скажет по поводу того, что какие мы крутые. Да. Поняли, да? Все, я думаю, пора быстренько. 15 минут. Я надеюсь, у меня получится. Да. Так, вот я вот это вот не прочитала.
I assume they wanted to torture him. You don't take somebody home just to kill them. It's messy. Maybe he pissed off the blood pack, and they brought him here for special treatment. No skin off my hump what they'd do with him. One less alien on Tuchanka.
Не буду ничего говорить про ксенофобию, потому что, ну, они ненавидят соларианцев и ненавидят, в принципе, за дело. Наверное. Ну, мало кому бы понравилось, да, если вас против вашей воли взяли, стерилизовали, даже если вы полные мудаки, но не думаю, что все Кроганы были мудаками. Так, идет Мордин и идет Тали. Потому что я так сказала. Надо ли оно мне? А у меня все равно нету ничего. Ни черта у меня нет. Все, пойдем, ладно, дальше. Так, ярость фаланга. Где-то и фаланга. Все. Блин, надо было палачину, наверное, дать. Ладно. Я надеюсь, мы успеем это очень быстренько пройти. Я успею сбегать душ и поеду с чуваком там. Погуляю. А потом буду монтировать эту хрень, потому что что мне еще остается, если у меня с Детройтом такие блядские проблемы. Я серьезно, я вот понятия не имею. Так. Давай-ка мы все-таки Мордин тебе поменяем пушечку. Это само открылось. Я надеюсь, это можно пройти максимально быстро. О, нет. Нет, эти твари. Зачем они здесь? Зачем? Зачем? Пожалуйста, уберите. Ой, что я делаю? Я же хотела патроны себе другие сделать. Ну, блин. Вот так. Опа. Так, подрывник, подрывник, подрывник. Давай высунься. А, это не огненный. Ой, не огнеметчик. Слёкаешь, мудак? Ну реально пушечное мясо. Первый, кто нас встречает, это ворка. Злое отпущение. Так просто. Это у меня настолько мощное умение, что ли?
Just the thing to help.
Не то, чтоб я была против, конечно.
Get ready to fight.
Я вообще-то пыталась попасть в него. Можно, пожалуйста, убивать вайронов до того, как я к ним приближусь, а? Или до того, как они приблизятся ко мне. Очищенные реди. Мало, мало. О, Господи. Ты взорвешься уже или нет? Спасибо. Еще один. Мясо такое. довольно тупо, учитывая, что стреляю я же не в него самого, а почему он замораживается? Просто вот так вот отнесло нафиг. Реально сплошногорка здесь. Серьезно? Будьте так любезны, сгорите. Где-то там должны быть... Да. Вот. Коллектор. Ой, тут был взрывоопасный. А мы его не видели. Потому что мы кто? Правильно, лохи. Так. Все, красиво, хорошо. Пустите, пожалуйста.
Repurposed Krogan hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
Odd to see the Krogan devote so many resources to caring for the sick.
Hospitals important to Krogan. Sites of honor. Focus for repopulation. That body, human. Need to take a look.
Досматривай, что?
Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles. Track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject. Victim of experimentation.
I don't suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was.
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner, maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse. Enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting. Unethical. Sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, cloned tissue samples. High-level tests on Varren. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
Wouldn't something native to Tuchanka work better? Varren, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level, concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varren until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Я не хочу это никак комментировать.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Focus on Malin. Too late to help the dead.
Логично. Но, серьезно, это просто отвратительно. Взрывы были здесь. Да, конечно.
I am the speaker for Clan Werlock
Стоим под балкончиком.
You have shed our blood.
Чтоб
By
сиренаду
rights,
спели.
you should be dead already. But Werlock Gold, the chief of chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
Иди ты.
You have a Solarian named Malin. I'm not leaving without him.
The Solarian stays with us. His work is the tool of our conquest. Clan Werlock will cure the genophage and spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood.
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the Blood Pack, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become...
You talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
Ага, а мне это и не надо. Ты стал серьезно.
The blood kick their asses! Avenge me!
Да ты можешь попасть-то, а? Чё в ворота-то попадаешь? Да, хорош, попадаешь куда? Все, надоели. Только и умеют, что болтать. Бла-бла-бла, бла-бла-бла, бла-бла-бла. Как подожжу, все только орут.
Labs likely through there. Can smell antiseptic, hint of dead flesh.
Sometimes I'm really glad I can turn off my mask's olfactory filters.
А у меня вот даже нету ничего. Жесть.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences, hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors, avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Morton.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000. Perfect target, optimal growth. Like gardening.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
В принципе, логично.
How can you agree with using the
Могли бы
genophage,
тупо,
Morton?
запустить бомбу и все, хана всем Кроганам.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Solarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Solarians, not me.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes, United Krogan saved Galaxy, destroyed Rachni. Genophage not a punishment, simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Ну, его можно понять.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, Galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. not appropriate for team.
Ну, ему даже
Sounds like you were pretty important.
не
How'd you go
нравится
from that
это
to running a
по
clinic on
итогу.
Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy. No
С
ethical
одной стороны, он
concerns.
вроде как бы считает,
Understand rationale for modified genophage. Right choice. Still. Hard to sleep some nights.
с одной стороны, он
We're not
вроде
gonna find Malin staring at
убежден,
consoles.
что это было
Come on.
правильным решением, а с другой стороны, ему стрёмно. Так, клавиатура. Да чтоб тебя. Так. Где? Ну? Да слышь? Да в смысле? Ты же тупо все заблокировал. Пусти меня. Да ты офигел. Пипец. 300 лет искать нужный сегмент.
This might be useful.
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile werelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accepted as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Morden.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races. No answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor. Genophage affects fertility. Doesn't kill. Still caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
Enough about your spiritual life. Anything useful on the body?
Minimal insight into experiments. Gene therapy. Risking cancer aiming for benign mutation. Krogan researchers ruthless. Risking own clan's women for new data. Disgusting. Short-sighted. Wrong.
Не могу сказать.
We need to find Malin and shut this place down.
Yes.
Чуть не заплакал. Что мне отступника? Только за один ответ? Так, нам типа туда. Блин, целая куча.
You killed the Bloodpack guards.
Not Bloodpack, not member of Clan Werelock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm a nerd, not scout. Werelock guards got me. Brought me here.
The Chief Scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Werelock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. Have to stay.
Morden, can you get him back on his feet? Stims maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay.
Склеивайся,
Curing
вставай.
the genophage. They're gonna make it all better.
У тебя кукуха поехала, чувак.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough.
Да могло-то с каждым.
This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
Millions of children will be born. Werelock children. They're gonna destroy the other clans.
But... No. No, they said I was helping Erdnot.
If you want to help Erdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp while injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a quarian with a tummy ache.
I'm standing right here.
I can do it. I'm up. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go! Go!
Обязательно было Тане при этом обижать. Шепард, ты, блин, ты чё? Да, ё-моё.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosive useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
Да что такое? Батарейки поменять в клавиатуре.
Headed for combat.
Lost shield. Making contact.
Гори, пожалуйста. Надеюсь, его зацепило.
Enemy charging. Charging Krogan.
Походу нет. Главное, чтобы нас сейчас не подорвали. Да ну слышь. Зацепили?
Come back. Hostile charging.
Батарейки надо поменять. Надо поменять. Как мне доигрывать-то, а? Так, погодите. Секундочку. Есть у меня здесь батарейки где-нибудь? идите сюда. Так, быстро сюда. Ничего, ты рванул. Вот все-таки, знаете, короче, самые хорошие батарейки это Duracell. Потому что на Duracell у меня эта шляпа работала, получается, лет 6. А на энерджайзере меньше года. Так, взрывчатки, я так понимаю, больше нет. Получили корпус свой. Пока сутула. Давай ты тоже присоединяйся. Чё у него странная броня какая-то? Нам туда, что здесь есть? Здесь есть запертый ящик, в котором лежит баблишка. Прекрасненько. Баблишка — это хорошо. Так. Все, бежим. Нам надо это заканчивать, срочняк просто. Интересно, я смогу помыться за 5 минут? Что-то все надо взломать, да? Ну давай, ну подсунь ненужную микросхему-то, а?
Interesting.
Все. Приплыли.
Malin, alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Morden, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Это было жестоко, но они, в принципе, действительно показали себя как очень агрессивные существа.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel.
Ну тогда решайте проблему уже с батарианцами, с гетами. Кроганы, что ли, должны отвечать, типа, за всю галактику, что ли?
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Sоррян and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed.
Первое, что они сделали, они пересрались сами с собой.
Why work with Clan Weyrloc? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weyrloc, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Urdnot has a larger camp than Weyrloc. Why not use them?
Urdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Urdnot's loss and Weyrloc's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Да.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait. You don't need to do this work. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard.
По морде, блин, все равно.
Finished, Malin. Get out. No Weyrloc left. Project over.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project.
Special tasks group good at covering tracks. No proof. Weyrloc willingness to work with Salarian, unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
You heard the Professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs
to
end.
Но не такими методами.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Mordin. How are you doing?
Should have killed it. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
Это надо сохранить обязательно.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
Оставь данные.
Keep the data. Better to have it and not need it.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure. But closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chanka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Ну тут как бы тоже
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Так. Взламываем комп. Быстро, быстро, быстро. Не мешай, пожалуйста, своей F. Я и так знаю, что мне надо нажать, чтобы отсюда выйти. Ну. Так. Так. Ради 3000. Так, больше ничего нет. За что отступника-то опять? Хорош. Все. Вливаем. Только не показывайте это Церберу. Все. Остальное, да, придется в следующий раз заканчивать. Уже через неделю. Блин, жесть, конечно. Все. Итак, с вами была Веня. Всем пока. Надеюсь, когда-нибудь все-таки Epic Games починят игру, и я смогу записать Детройт и все такое. Но пока, Mass Effect. Пока.